So a friend of mine was wondering how I get these nighttime shots, so I hooked up the Canon on one tripod and the Sony on the other. This is what it looks like with a picture with the flash on. As you can see, it's damn dark out. And I was saying in the description of my images that all I see is a blank screen, and so that's what I'm showing you. So I set the timer, and this is with the kit lens, so it's autofocus and that, and this is what we got. So it takes a lot of goofing around with the settings and playing around with different lenses and that to get the effect that we want. So I'm going into the menu here. I'm standing in front of the Canon, and that's why it can't figure out the focus. But there's a shot of what I'm looking at in the dark. And I've set it to aperture priority, and I've turned the white balance up a lot. And I have a 10-second timer on all my shots. That gives me time to get the hell away from the camera. The shutter is opened. It is taking quite a long exposure here, and it's about to shut. And we heard it shut, and then this image processing comes up in a white, blinding white screen, and then after it processes, it shows me the image, and I'll show you what I saw here. So a little bit of out of focus, but very different from the pitch black that we got before, right? It was a very long exposure, and that's on aperture priority, which means that that's the setting, and I'm zooming in here to get a closer field of view on the screen, and it's gathering the light, the exposure. The computer's making all the other decisions: shutter speed, exposure time, ISO, and all that stuff when I've set the aperture, and it's processing. And I'm pretty happy with this one. We got a nice image here out of this. So this is what it shows me, and I'm happy with it. I think it's still a little bit out of focus, but for something that's a quick and dirty demonstration, it's not bad. And I hope you appreciate how much effort goes into making these, because it's a lot of fiddly playing around with settings. So that's what it's like to take pictures in the cold and the dark.